Alright, here we go. Actually, I want to start it a different way. Okay, let's think real quick.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the pod.
Episode 3. Let's begin. Alright, so we were just talking.
2 sacks.
And you were going to ask me something and I forgot what it was.
Yeah, your winter arc. What's your winter arc?
So I started my winter arc, okay? And it consists of 3 main things. 1, fast food. No more french fries or drink. I'm just asking for double of the main item. Okay. So like if I go to a burger place, I'm just getting 2 burgers instead of a burger, fries, and a drink.
That's what we would do in Oklahoma.
I'll get water. What did you say?
I said that's what we would do in Oklahoma.
Really?
I would just get 2 burgers because it was cheaper.
But for me, so far, it hasn't been cheaper. But it's been more nutritious in terms of protein.
Yeah, I would get the 2 like kids burgers. And it'd be like the same price, but like more bang for your buck.
That makes sense.
You know
that makes sense. Okay, so that's rule number 1. Rule number 2 is 10:30 bedtime every night. Okay, and this I'm gonna be a little bit lenient on. I'm gonna say either no electronics and trying to go to bed by 10:30, or actually asleep by 10:30, and I'm gonna try that.
Okay.
I'm gonna try that. And then the third one is I have to work out every day / at least like do insane stretches.
Insane stretches?
Yeah, because I'm insanely non-flexible. Like
so for you it'd be like a regular stretch.
Yeah. Yeah. Because, like, I can't touch my toes. I have that tight hamstrings. So I have to... Yeah, it's like trying to touch my toes is, like, an insane workout for me.
Dude, I'm telling you, like, 10 minutes stretching, dude, you feel so, like, relaxed afterwards. It's actually crazy. Dude,
okay, I'm going to tell you something about my soul bra stretches that I've been trying to do.
Okay.
That have not helped, like, have actually damaged me. Because you're right, okay?
Just doing worse.
Dude, soul bra says he hangs upside down in the sauna, okay? And he, like, hangs upside down to help his back. And I've heard that to be true. There's even, like, a machine where you can, like, lay backwards.
It like, you 180 pretty much.
Exactly.
Prevents overwooding, too.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm like, you know what? Let me try to reverse my text neck by hanging off my bed and like just letting my text neck hang off the bed, right? So only my shoulder up, right?
Okay.
And you know, for my regular normie job, I drive a lot and stuff, and so I have a hunched over back, and it's like horrible for my posture driving, and like my upper back hurts so bad. So I go and I hang off my bed, and all of a sudden I hear like. I'm like, and I like feel immense pain as soon as I turn around and get up.
God damn.
And like, I'm pretty sure, what is it called when you like dislocate a disc or something?
Alright, relax, dude. You did not like dislocate your neck.
I'm not even joking. For 4 days, I'm like in massive pain on my upper neck.
From just like hanging your head.
It was either that. No, I was already in pain. Okay. But like doing that
made it worse.
Did something that like triggered it to where now if I like even tried to sit upright in the car, I was like in massive like pain where it's like, you know, like where it hurts so bad you're like getting fatigued from the pain.
I guess.
Okay, it was like that, right? So I go on this trip to Boston, right, to visit some friends.
Neck all fucked up still?
Yourself, sir?
No, it's fine. People travel to Boston, bro.
Dude, there's like a million people in Boston.
So I go, and on the airplane, I'm like I'm just waiting for it to like really kick in and hurt. It doesn't, right? And we're in Boston, and it's a walkable city, right? So we're walking 10 miles a day, right? Luckily not running, but walking is still hard. The second day, I convinced my friends, like, let's go take bikes, right? And we're on bikes, and I hit a bump, and I feel every part of my spine just like connect together in the compression all the way up. And then it hits like the one spot where like the main spot of text neck. And I'm like, fuck.
Did it fix it?
No, it made it so much worse. I'm like in pain. I like clench up. I'm like about to crash the bike into a car. I'm like, relax. The soul Broadway, relax. And my body relaxes. But then I hit another bump and it like hurt like kind of less bad, but still hurt. And for the rest of the day, I'm like having high anxiety about my back hurting, but luckily it like simmered off. But just that one bump, I had like a traumatic like bodily experience.
Like your whole body was like twitching up?
Yeah.
Fuck, dude.
You might need to see a doctor.
Yeah, honestly,
I'm not doing that.
Bad.
It probably is bad, but like I haven't had that much pain. I've been feeling a lot more good in movements. I went to the gym and I've been hitting like cable side raises. I don't even know, but it's for your back.
Yeah, you get them, and you're squeezing your back.
Exactly.
Okay, yeah, that's a good one.
It's been helping a lot, so
yeah, that's what's
I've been
up.
doing that.
Dude, fuck like that hanging upside down. You just hang like regularly from a bar, and like it'll do the same thing.
Yeah, but I feel like it doesn't get the text neck as much. It gets the
it gets like your spine, and you kind of decompress. You know.
Yeah.
Text neck, I would just like look that up, dude. It's YouTube, like 5-minute video.
Well, everyone has all these different shorts saying like, oh, just have upright posture for as long as possible. Oh, that doesn't work. You need to do this and that. And I mean, I try it, but I feel like it's a little bit of both. But yeah, I think it's just, you can't fix it instantly. Just like how you get text neck after like 8 years.
Yeah.
It's going to take 8 years to fix.
Yeah, dude, that's the tough part is like the conscious effort of like, oh, I need to stand up straight. Like, oh, I'm slouching over, let me, you know?
Yeah, and even then, your daily life, like sitting down or driving, it's like you're still doing things to fight your proper posture, you know?
Yeah.
So, kind of sucks, but we'll be able to do it.
Yeah, it should be pretty simple. Just start standing straighter, sitting straighter.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just immediately go back to even worse posture.
For our audio listeners, what I did there was that I bent over in insanely bad posture.
Insanely bad, that's facts.
And yes, all of you are audio listeners.
Yeah, like there is like video listeners. Like
one day there'll be.
One day, yeah.
Maybe
yeah,
not,
sure.
but
when our budget is a little better.
Yeah, when one of you guys subscribes to our Patreon. Or I mean our Gumroad.
Yeah, when are we getting the super chats?
Dude, okay, I actually have big news. Up and coming creator actually followed me.
For real?
Yeah.
Can we get him on the pod?
We need to, because he has an amazing podcast. His name's Young Joe Rogan. And he's interviewed some cool guys.
Okay.
I think that if we get a little bit bigger, like I don't want to ask him now because we just have not similar, like he wouldn't want us, like he wouldn't move up from us.
And we would probably
like
suck at it.
Here's the thing. He would like us because he had 2 months of sales experience.
Okay.
And he absolutely hated it. And it was like the same exact experience as us.
Yeah, door to door.
Yes. So we could talk to him about that. And I think it was pest control too. He followed my Instagram for the official JaredOnAnIsland Instagram. Everyone that's listening, go follow. But hopefully he works with us.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Also, someone that made a movie similar to ours for the Great War or whatever, they followed us on YouTube and TikTok, but their movie was way better.
Fuck, dude.
Wow, how dude, our movie was like probably the best possible movie.
They used this little thing called After Effects, which we did not.
Adobe After Effects.
Yeah, they had like a whole bunch of graphic design stuff on theirs.
Yeah, that's true.
Dude.
But ours had a good plot, okay? I don't know if theirs had a good plot.
Yeah, our plot was probably the best plot possible. Besides the fact that you like completely forgot to do the first scene about like
us reuniting.
You smoking or whatever.
Oh yeah.
Smoking is a part of my nature.
There was gonna be, if you don't remember, there was gonna be this scene at the beginning of our movie where I'm like giving a monologue about my character's supposed to develop character depth. And it was like gonna be me like just smoking over and over.
Like chain smoking?
Yeah, talking about how like smoking was a part of my nature and how it was a part of me as a person, and like the addiction was supposed to be like a long form allegory for my addiction to war and violence and stuff.
Okay.
And it was gonna be very deep and intellectual and aristocratic.
Very literary.
Yeah.
And then you forgot about it.
Yeah. Well, we didn't forget, but we just didn't.
Didn't get to it?
We didn't get to it, yeah. There's a second movie script, but, you know, the actors...
They're on strike right now?
Yeah.
They don't let us film?
Yeah, I mean, the actors have disassembled from it because we never had a contract.
They unionized?
Well, they more like split apart.
Oh,
so.
like de-unionized, dude. Those sons of bitches.
They're
Maybe
slacking, dude. They're slacking on their jobs.
Yeah.
Dude. Gotta pay them more next time.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Right.
Listen, there's still promised compensation. The thing is that it's a percentage of whoever watches the movie. So,
Yeah, dude. Fuck.
so if you want to support those actors and artists, then you have to go watch the original movie.
Dude, facts. And where can they find this movie?
Same channel, just click oldest video.
Oh, okay.
Second oldest video on the channel.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
The first video is
My self-help video.
like on the garage. That was kind of funny.
Yeah.
That was a pretty terrible video, dude.
Really? You think so?
Yeah.
Did you get any advice from it?
No, it was just completely fake.
Just because it was fake to my life, which it wasn't, then it doesn't mean that's fake to your life, sir.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what type of advice were you saying?
The main one was that discipline was like a muscle and you have to train it.
Okay.
And if you were going to be lazy, you shouldn't like hate yourself for being lazy in the moment. If anything, you should do the reverse. Be as lazy as possible. Get that feeling out of the way and then push yourself to go do something next. Because if you sit around and you're like, oh, I should really be doing something, but I'm on TikTok right now. Oh, I really should be doing this and that. And you just keep scrolling and scrolling and you have this anxiety about it. Your body's just being drained because you're on TikTok and you're having anxiety and just stressing about something that you're not going to do anyways. So if you're not going to do it, don't worry about it until you need to do it. Then do it and use that energy on that instead of just being anxious about it all the time.
I guess, yeah. Like, if you are feeling anxious about scrolling, just, like, stop scrolling.
Yeah.
You know, like, just get up and do the thing you're going to do.
Exactly. And people get into this thing like this guilt trip thing where they feel like they should never have like time for entertainment. Like, no, sometimes you do have to relax. And when you're relaxing, you shouldn't be stressing about other things. That's why people get into the mindset where they work all year round, then they have their 3-day vacation. And the whole time they have their 3-day vacation, they're just completely stressed
out
the whole time.
Yeah. At that point, just don't take a vacation.
Exactly.
Just feel better.
They get sick after too because they were so stressed during the vacation trying to be not stressed. Yeah. That they get sick after.
Stressing about not stressing, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so it talked about that, and it was a pretty fun video to make. I put like a skateboard in the background. I didn't even really know how to skate.
It's just like aesthetic background design.
Yeah, because I would practice skating up in that parking garage, but I was pretty bad.
But I used to go skateboarding too around them parts.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you good at skateboarding or no?
Nah, like I could never do like tricks.
Yeah.
But I just like to like
cruise.
Yeah.
Did you have a penny board or like a regular?
Just a regular skateboard.
You can ollie or?
Nah, like I couldn't. Dude, I would have holes in my shoes through my socks and trying to ollie, but just never getting it. And then I would just cruise, you know, and I was like, this is so much better. I'm like actually doing it and not just like trying to know a trick to look cool.
Yeah,
you know
that's how I kind of was. I could ollie if I stood still. Ollie is just jumping, right?
Yeah, it's like when you know, pop the board up.
Yeah, I could do that standing still, but that's it.
Yeah, but that's like
it's nothing.
Yeah, that's like who are you gonna impress by like not moving at all and then you're like and moving like 2 inches up the ground.
Dude,
and then hitting a rock and then falling as soon as you try to actually go.
The thing I'd enjoy doing is skating through water puddles, which is extremely...
That fucks your board up so bad.
I didn't know that until my younger brother got so pissed at me. He's like, why is my board so creaky?
Yeah.
I was like, I didn't know it. And like, it's so cool going through a puddle though.
I guess, yeah. You see the water like
Oh my gosh, just one time I took a mountain bike out and it was the day after it rained. And there was this hill. And then at the bottom of the hill, there was like a puddle, right? And I thought it was just like, oh, it's just a piece of the sidewalk covered, right? But it was a long piece. And I went down and it was like 6-inch deep water. And the water, and I was going such a fast speed that the water from the back wheel like went up all the way through my back and my butt and like covered me. And then of course I had to fall off and walk my bike through the swamp water. There was a snake that went past me. There was a frog.
Where the fuck was this?
It was right under
Like at a park?
The bridge, like right over near.
Oh yeah, like on the trail.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So, dude, it was crazy, and of course, people had to be watching me. I'm like, stop watching my embarrassing moments.
Everybody turn around.
Look away, bro. Act like it's not happening, but of course they go, oh, that sucks. Bro, don't comment on this shit. It's embarrassing, bro.
That's probably the worst, dude.
I hate when people comment on it. I mean, I don't know how to feel, actually. Do you like when people comment on your embarrassing moments? Because it's like, oh, someone watched, haha, whatever. Like, move forward, or do you rather them pretend not to see?
But you gotta imagine how awkward it would be if you just ate shit and then nobody said anything. And you just had an awkward silence, just like walk out.
Dude, why are you?
The cat's chewing on the phone cord.
Yeah, dude, your phone's
Gonna knock
about
over
to
the
fall.
phone.
Why are you being so mean to her, dude?
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare her. So what was your answer? Can you repeat that?
Yeah, like imagine if like you eat shit and then nobody says anything and you're just like limping away in silence. Like that feels way worse because then it's like everyone's like, look at this fucking loser. Like if they're like, oh man, you alright? It's like, okay, you know, it's not that serious, you know. It's like, oh,
At
you
least
know,
they're
they're
being kind to you.
You
conversating.
know what's even worse? Like, imagine you're at a skate ring, right? You go in the bowl and you fall, and then everyone goes, oh, but then nobody says anything like, hey man, you all right? Because it was so embarrassing that nobody wants to say shit. One of the most embarrassing things that I see happens to other skaters is when they fall on their chin, then they get like a chin rash.
Oh fuck.
Like, you know how when you were a kid you fell on your scooter and then you get like a chin rash? That always happened to me.
Couldn't be me personally.
You never got a rash like
Not on
somewhere.
my face.
Not like a
No,
rash,
what
but
are
like
you
a
talking
cut.
Are you like diving head first
Yeah,
every time you
yes.
fall, bro?
Like you fall and then you like hit your chin on the sidewalk or something.
dude,
That's
you
never
gotta
happened to you?
self-defense, dude.
Yeah,
Turn
like
to
how
your
the-
back or
Just put
something.
your hands out or something.
Maybe I just
Yeah,
played
my
outside more
elbow,
than you guys.
my
I would
hands would
always
get fucked
fall
up.
off my
Yeah.
bike and like, fuck up my elbows.
Elbows. Yeah, but sometimes it would happen to your chin, especially if you were skateboarding, because you
Zero survival instinct.
this is not an everyday thing, bro.
Dude, you fall and you just go, ah, you put your hands up here and then fall.
No, but sometimes you fell on your elbows, and then because
And
you're
then you hit your
going
chin.
so fast, you hit your chin still.
You're just a speed demon, dude. I never went
I
that
was,
fast.
dude. I was. I'm telling you right now, I was. Don't say that I was just because of my poor survival instincts.
Nah, dude, you're living
Okay.
on the edge.
That
I
guy
like
is
that
poor
answer.
survival instincts.
Did you even go outside?
I did, dude.
Okay,
Bro
but
has the ultimate survival instincts. Never go outside.
That's true.
that's not surviving.
That is surviving.
This is what we were talking about earlier. When you talk about your purpose in life, are you the predator or are you the prey?
Dude, I'm a predator, alright?
Thank you. That's
What
the
would you
correct
say
answer.
you are?
I want to be the predator, but you know what? If I'm being honest with myself, I have a lot of prey qualities and instincts. That's why I have poor eyesight.
Because you're a prey?
Because I've been living like prey.
But maybe...
It's too safe.
Okay, yeah, I guess.
Predators,
They're risk takers, and you're not a risk taker, dude.
audience, you can only assume what was said, honestly, based off that. So, back to what I was saying, though, yeah. What is the characteristics of prey? Poor eyesight, constantly afraid, constantly grazing, constantly looking around for opportunities of pleasure. And then there's the predator. Yes, he does have leisure time, but he's on the prowl. He knows how to hunt, good eyesight. He's able to look at a goal and achieve the goal. He's able to selectively, like his reticular activation system is what it's called.
What is
His
that?
ability to pick something out and see its importance through other things is more not on threats but on opportunities. So just a difference of living. So you should ask yourself that, audience.
That's neat. Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah. And yeah, I was just thinking about that. I think it applies in some ways, especially when you're talking about like childhood games. You know, like I feel like for me, whenever I was a kid, the only thing I ever wanted to play was war.
Okay, that's pretty predator.
I guess so, but I think it was more just like I didn't know what else to play. I didn't like playing basketball all the time, bro. Everyone always played basketball 24/7. I got tired of it. Like, what was your favorite game growing up? I'd say like kickball, dodgeball.
I don't know, dude. Probably like tag.
Tag.
Remember we started this game called Zombie Tag.
Mm.
So if you tag someone, they join your team.
That's pretty cool.
And we'd get like everybody on the playground to play it.
That's like a Ghost in the Graveyard, kind of. Have you ever played
I guess, like, you tag someone, they're on your team, then they tag other people.
You know, the opposite game of that, like, because see, that's very like Predator type game because everyone wants to be the one that's it at a certain point. Like, more people are it than not it, right?
Yeah.
So it's more fun when everyone's looking and you're like grouping up and you're kind of like on the hunt for one specific person.
Yeah, you're chasing that one last guy down.
But the opposite game, Sardines, where you have to hide.
Well, it already just sounds like prey. Like,
exactly.
Hey guys, you want to play Sardines today? Like, no, get the fuck out of here, dude.
But
Fuck you, I don't want to play Sardines, bro.
Have you ever played Sardines though?
I don't even know what that is.
Okay, it's where everyone except for one person is it. And if you find that one person, you hide with them. So then, so everyone splits up. Everyone's trying to find this person, and then everyone starts hiding with one person. And then the last person's like, "Guys, where'd everyone go? Oh, come on, everyone's hidden."
That sounds like
why. And then everyone that's hidden is like laughing at them, like, ah. But you're really scared with all your friends, and you always like are there, and you're like, "Oh gosh," and then you're like, "I need to poop."
Dude, I'll be honest, like, that does sound prey as fuck. Like,
it is.
Like, you and all your boys in the cave, like, hiding from a predator.
Dude, we'd play the evolved version of that. So when we had a sleepover, we'd black out the whole house, right? Like, cover every single light possible.
Yeah.
Pitch black. Now you're going around the house trying to find people.
Yeah, I've done that.
Or this one guy. Yeah, and it's so pitch black, you're like running into stuff. Dude, you know how scary it is?
The house.
Yeah, dude, my friend, we're at his house, he broke his parents' vase. He's like, dude, I'm so sorry. Like,
dude.
yeah, that shit happens.
But like the biggest fear is like, what if you actually do touch someone and you didn't realize like they were right in front of you and then you touch them and you're like, oh shit, like that was a person.
That's part of the game, huh?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was the fun part, but then you have to be quiet about it.
Dude, me and my friends, we would just like, it'd be his house and then just like fields behind it. We'd go out at like 2 a.m. and just like walk around these fields for like 4 hours.
And see, was it kind of exhilarating because you didn't know what was out there?
Yeah, dude, we'd just be exploring and shit. They'd be like, dude, the house, there's like drug dealers in there, dude. They'll fucking kill us if they see us. Or one time, bro, it was the stupidest thing. One of us stepped on a branch.
Okay.
And it made a cracking sound.
Yes.
And one of my friends was like, someone has a shotgun! And then we just fucking took off. It was like, no, like, who's out in the middle of like a cornfield?
Yeah, with a shotgun just roaming around.
At like 3 a.m, absolutely nobody. But, yeah, you know, that was some fun shit.
What was your favorite game as a kid?
I don't know. Tag was okay, I guess.
Did you ever play any variants?
Yeah, I mean, I think I played some, like, stupid freeze tag variant, but I forgot how it works. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't really play, like, any specific game. I played soccer, but that's it. I didn't play, like, basketball or all these, like, different sports.
Yeah. We would play, like, variants of basketball, too, like horse, of course. We'd play this one called crab, where, like, you shot
you walk
it.
like a crab.
No. You shot it, and then, like, if you made it or something like that, you'd have to run up, touch the base of the basketball thing, and then everyone would have to stop where they are, and then you'd have to roll the basketball, and if it touched them, then they're out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
that sounds pretty fun, man.
Yeah, it would get kind of complicated at a certain point, like these games, man.
Fuck yeah, dude.
But did you have to play with like extremely older kids or younger kids?
Nah, dude.
Because that would like, I know in like child psychology that like affects your development.
For a while, a few of my friends, like the friend group, was 1 year older than me. Because it was all of Jay's friends.
Yeah.
I don't know if you have to, whatever, but so it was like 1 year older, and we'd hang out. But besides that, it was always just like kids in my grade, you know.
What about you?
Now we're all the exact same grade.
Okay. See, so people say that that's important because if you are difference in age, like you may not get the development understanding needed, and that's why there's always like problems with like really older kids playing with younger kids or younger kids like playing with older kids. Like they won't get the rules and stuff because there's like certain ages where the game development like is extremely important. I'm sure one year didn't make a difference, but I remember my neighborhood would have like these really older kids moved in, and then they started to play with us, and it was like the first time kids were like cursing at my parents' house.
And you got scared a little bit?
Dude, like, no, it pissed me off because they stole my treehouse, then they started attacking us from my own treehouse.
That's pretty fucked up.
And they're like, y'all ain't shit. Get out of here. I'm like, bro, this is my
your backyard.
Yeah, this is my treehouse. And they're like, damn, you hit me hard. I was like, don't say damn. You're not allowed to say that here.
How old were you?
Probably like 10.
Dude, that's funny.
They were 12, so they were scared.
Oh, a whole 2 years.
Yeah.
Did they curse at 10? Dude,
No, dude.
Kid.
Not at my parents' house. I never cursed at my parents' house. Not till like 19. So.
Yeah, man.
Dude, yeah, it wasn't something to mess around with, so they got kicked out of my house and never came back.
That's good, dude.
Yeah.
That's good.
Like, after a week, like, I remember, like, me and my neighbors told my dad so much that my dad was like, yeah, y'all are banned from coming here.
Damn. Wait, your dad told the neighbors that?
Like, the new kid neighbors that, yeah.
Like, quit the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they moved away again.
Yeah, just because of that, dude.
Yeah.
Fuck, man.
Yeah, dude. And so, but yeah, I had a problem growing up because I always thought that I was the boss of the street because everyone would come to my house to play because my house had the toys.
Okay.
So I thought I had like inherent rule over what we did and stuff.
Yeah.
And every kid hated me for that because they're like, you're too bossy. All you want to play is war. We want to play basketball. I was like, go somewhere else to play basketball because you guys need my hoop.
Fuck, man. You're like the little lord.
Dude, you were alpha, but now you're the opposite.
Ooh.
Wow, bro.
Ooh, got him.
I'm sorry, I'm trying to humble myself.
That's good, dude. Let it out, man. Let it out.
No, but yeah, I was extremely bossy, so they didn't like me that much.
Sorry to hear that. Maybe that's why you're so lonely these days. Maybe it's like a
I'm not lonely.
developmental
Maybe
type
it's
thing.
you. Maybe you're trying to reflect.
True. Maybe it's projection. Maybe it's like psychology type of thing.
Maybe, but I'm not gonna say because I'm positive.
I think that's a good trait because now you're like, kind of in charge. Kind of,
Yeah.
you have a podcast now. You brought us on.
Yeah,
so
you started your own podcast. It's pretty good.
It's a pretty good trait.
Okay,
Yeah, it's like
you.
an executive type of trait. Why are you
That's what I'm
laughing, buddy?
I don't know. It's just I have a hard time dealing with the compliments after sharing a traumatic story.
Traumatic. All right, dude. All my friends used to come over. It was very traumatic.
I had a lot of friends growing up. It was very traumatic.
Yeah, it was very true. As a reborn incel, it was very tough for me.
Incel rights.
We should talk about that.
Incel rights?
I think that, okay, you know the expression, if you love something, you should let it go?
Yeah.
If you really love woman, then you should let loving woman go and become asexual for a little bit. Then you can re-love women and learn to love them for who they truly are. Agree or disagree?
Yeah. I think it's more of like if you're addicted to just getting some puss or some porn shit,
Yeah.
You should probably let that go,
Do you agree?
That's deep, dude. That's like detachment. That's Buddhism. You're a Buddhist.
I'm not a Buddhist, but
Bro might have hit enlightenment right
I
now.
was telling him we need to evolve onto the next stage of consciousness, bro.
Okay. I've been trying, dude. I've been trying.
Good. Maybe you've done it.
Of bits and pieces,
But you know what I'm talking about. In life, you have paradigm shifts where you evolve in consciousness.
100%, yeah.
And I feel like, you don't really remember the moments, but there are specific moments where you kind of are like, whoa, I'm on that next level.
Mm-hmm. I think it's just moments where you're completely in the present and you find that moment is zen where you're almost subconsciously doing stuff and you don't even notice. You're in such a flow state.
Yeah.
That you're just going and then you're like, oh yeah, I was doing this,
Yeah. Let's take a 3-second moment to get into the present. Well, that worked.
Yeah, dude, that was deep.
Dude.
That silence was loud.
Yeah, it
You know what I'm saying? That was some loud ass silence.
I don't think it worked, dude.
Do you want to take another 3-second moment?
Another 3-second moment. I don't know, dude. That's a lot of time.
All right, let's do it.
I don't have time for that, sir.
We just got those 3 seconds.
Dude, that was a strong 3 seconds.
That was another strong 3 seconds. Should we do it again?
I thought I was gonna crack, dude. One more, I might end up like eating the cat or something.
Yeah, dude.
I might end up like jumping out the window.
I thought I was gonna see a DMT demon.
Yeah, right. That was intense.
The elves were starting to come out of the wall, bro.
Dude, I was being projected into Venus right now.
Projected them to Venus. Bro.
Now, one thing, because I get lost in my thoughts a lot.
Okay.
And one way I realized, like, I don't breathe as much whenever I do that.
Okay.
You know? So what I'm trying to do is take full deep breaths, and then if you focus on your breathing, you don't focus on, like, for me, I'm, like, having conversations in my head and shit. So if I'm just focusing on breathing, you know, I'm there, and I just really look at what I'm doing, what's around me. Also opening up my eyes wider, which is kind of weird, because, like, get a little crazy eyes, and then, like...
It makes you more present.
It forces you into the moment.
But that might be a prey thing, just saying.
Getting real wide-eyed?
Yeah, because, like, who has really wide eyes? Prey.
Bunnies do.
You need to squint, bro, to be a predator and focus.
Check.
That was kind of funny. Good one, man. No, but actually... Okay, squint to be a knowledgeable Asian. No.
you immediately inherit the IQ of an Asian man.
In his 70s.
A Miyamoto who's actually the greatest samurai. His spirit comes to you. No, but like, dude, if you watch a video of like bears fighting or some shit,
yeah,
dude, their eyes are gonna be wide open because like adrenaline rushing and shit. You don't squint whenever you're doing that. You're like,
really,
because you have to take in your surroundings.
That's a good point.
You can't waste the brain power.
But lions, they squint on their prey. But I guess because they're looking at the future, they're like, I need to go get that.
And if they're hunting, but if it's like fight or flight,
true, they do. You're
gonna be extremely in the moment.
You just shared knowledge with me that I'm gonna deeply ingrain into my personality for the next 10 years.
Thanks, dude. I'm glad I could help.
Damn, bro. I'm opening my eyes.
Get your eyes a little wide, dude.
Open your eyes wide,
your
bro.
Third eye, dude.
What?
Your third eye.
That's kind of satanic. I don't know.
That's satanic? I thought that was just some like stupid stoner thing.
Nah, that's like some stupid like Buddhist Eastern shit. Like, dude, it's crazy. I was at the HEB today.
Okay.
And my total came out to $6.66.
That's not right.
And I had to get like a Pedialyte. Like the nearest thing I could get, I just grabbed it because I was like, I'm not fucking with that.
There's a decimal place, so you're good.
It's still the same shit, dude. In my psyche, it was still the same shit. I was like,
okay,
I cannot let that happen.
If your mind says if you're feeling an instinctual gut reaction to it, yeah, that was a good decision.
Yeah.
Because you don't want that to affect your next moments.
Yeah, I couldn't let that like rest in my head. You know, I was like, dude, fuck the devil. I'm gonna change that number.
Dude,
you know what I'm saying?
That's honestly good thinking, and I feel like it's wrong for businesses to let it end up that way. Like, just round it by 1 cent, bro. Right. I will pay more for it to not be there.
I'll take a cent off, bro.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll give you the food for free, bro. You know, like, go ahead. We're not paying for that.
You know, businesses used to do that, apparently. That's what my parents told me. But
in good Christian America, but where are we now?
Yeah. So I've been getting more raw milk, like once a week.
From that place?
Yeah. And
have you noticed anything?
It suppresses my hunger for everything else, which is really weird. Like, after I drink a lot, I don't want fried bread. I don't want like extremely greasy food. I think it genuinely tries to awaken my spirit to not have vegetable oil.
Yeah, you know what else it is?
What?
It's your gut, like talking to your brain, being like, "Oh, we like this type of food," and then by comparison, all the other nasty foods are like. Your body's like, oh, we can't extract enough nutrients like we're usually doing. We don't like this stuff anymore.
Dude, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That's kind of scary, though, because that means for my whole life I've been eating
dude, we've been in a sunken state, bro. We've been drinking the fluoride and, you know?
That's the scary thing about leveling up your consciousness is that when you look back, you may have a huge sense of regret and loathing for... what
how
could have
you
been.
Used to live.
Yeah,
big time.
but we have to
being a
move forward.
normie's better.
Nah, L opinion.
Everyone say L.
Can we get some L's in the chat?
Yeah.
Can we get some...
By everyone, you mean like 2 people, by the way.
Yeah, us 2. We're gonna be commenting in the chat.
It's 2 people now, but like I said, since I don't think of time linearly, first off, when I said, oh yeah, I edited that way, how do you know I wasn't talking about in the future? Second off, how you're saying 2 people now, but what about when we have 1 million subscribers and they're all wanting to watch the lore videos, which would be this one?
Dude, the archives, dude.
Yeah.
This is going in the archives.
That's genius, dude. You're the only person who can think in the future like that.
I'm not thinking in the future.
That's
It's not linear, bro.
There is no future. The eternal present.
What did you say?
You're just thinking in every possible iteration all at once.
If that's how you want to define it, yeah, but it's not a linear line, bro.
Dude, that's facts, dude.
So I told my friend this, and he was like, "Whoa, it's like that movie with the." Circles.
I was gonna say I forgot. I think it's called Arrival, the alien movie.
Yeah, he said that, and I was like,
man.
you know what? It could be that. I don't know how to describe it right though.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't see time linearly,
Yeah.
and I don't think you guys should either. I think you can learn this ability that I have.
It's hard, dude. It's a hard concept to grasp.
Yeah,
it is.
You're not Atlantean, I'd say.
You don't need
You
to
probably
be.
can't do it.
No, you can do it, bro. You have to believe in yourself. That's step number 1.
But like, I haven't
know,
drinking enough raw milk. Like,
Yeah.
I don't think my penile gland is calcified.
Yeah,
man.
that's
like,
true.
I don't drink raw milk. I'm not Italian. I'm not Atlantean. Like, dude,
You
it's
could be.
You
It
could
doesn't
be
matter,
Italian if you believe.
You could, yeah, you could
Maybe
be
I
spiritually.
can be transracial, maybe.
Yeah.
No, okay. Seriously though, serious. Like I'm not
being
even
serious.
BSing when I
What
say
are you
this.
talking about?
Okay, well, transraciality. Okay, let's put that topic on
That's
the
a
side.
serious topic. So.
We'll hold that for a second.
Yeah, we'll hold that for another episode, maybe episode 1046 or something. It's gonna be a real funny Easter egg when we get to 1046 and we mention it.
Yeah, right. I mean, we already have made that episode.
Dude,
You
you're
know what I'm
right.
saying?
Though.
You know what I'm saying?
You're right though. Holy
Like, you've already
bro.
been there, man.
Dude, you're on the same level.
Yeah,
as me,
dude,
bro.
I'll get up there, man. I'm trying.
You might be above me on that level of thinking. Right now.
Fuck.
He's already better than you, dude. How does that make you feel?
There's no better.
There's no
bro.
better. Yeah.
He's already above you.
There's no above.
Dude.
It's not vertical or
just-
horizontal.
It's not a
just said he's
competition,
above you.
dude.
It's not a competition. No, you were on the 4th dimension of
Yeah,
competition, bro. We're growing in unity together, bro.
Facts, man. A rising tide raises all ships.
And we're gonna rise your tide, buddy.
Dude, I'm rising your tide. Dude, the tide is rising, bro.
I had something very helpful to help think of it, but now I forgot it. So we got.
It's alright, man.
Yeah.
It happens. So
But I'll remember it in time,
in time.
which
Or-
could be in the future or not.
Or not in time, because
Well, I could have already remembered it, but I don't remember right now.
you lost me, dude. I just sunk down like 3
Oh,
levels.
here it is. I got it. It
Oh
works. It
my
works.
god.
Okay, Soul Bra said this, and this is so true. If you make a mistake, or if you made a mistake years ago in like your childhood, say how you'd fix it now, even if it's already been fixed, to solidify your past self into fixing it faster.
Your past self.
Yes,
You
and
can't
then
change your past self.
but your future self will have it more ingrained in the idea
I'm listening.
that your past self fixes it faster. So the memory of you like having that problem will heal faster as well.
So
There's so many different aspects you can see this in. I can't give you all the answers. Just know that is a true method. It's like, okay, you know this could heal you, but you don't know what it's going to heal.
yeah, I mean, does that mean that in the present you're still dealing with this problem?
If you are, that's also true. That could also work. Telling yourself, okay, this is how I fixed the problem, even
Yeah.
though if you're still having it, I could see that still helping you.
Yeah, and then you just fix the problem.
Exactly.
You're like, okay, well, there's no time like the present. Then we start fixing the problem now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you didn't, I mean, you still. It's like an affirmation almost at that point, since it's in that moment.
It's just reaffirming
Yeah.
like you're on the right path.
Huh. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah, it's dangerous though to look back a lot. Because then you just think, like, I could have done this different, I could have done that, I could have not done this. And that's, like, you can't change it. You know, you can only stay where you're at right now.
Yeah.
So, like, let that shit go, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and another thing I've been learning is, like, your physical body may have problems because you're storing trauma in your physical body. And I was like, whoa, that's true. Because, like, there's things, you know, that you carry around from maybe your childhood, maybe, like, how you grew up, a relationship you had that, like, caused you physical pain and you didn't even know it, or you developed physical pain during that time. And you have to heal from that in order to release that physical problem that you had. I think a lot of obesity is this.
People eating their feelings and problems.
Exactly. Why did they call it that? Because yes, it's like causing them to eat, but like, how do you release it? You have to release those feelings as a part of it.
And they're just trying to numb those feelings by eating a lot.
Yeah, and it's really storing the feelings in their fat.
Yeah, that's why I think stretching is really good. Like, I'm telling you, like, you guys, this is like hardwood floor. Dude, I'd lay down on my carpet and just, like, stretch. And, like, you just feel so much relief because it's, like, all your muscles, you know, you get real tight sometimes, your hamstrings or wherever. And you just take some time to loosen up. It's your body, like, thanks you, you know?
Dude, we should do a stretching video.
We'll save that for the e-girls. We'll get the e-girls in here. They can do the stretching video.
Dude, okay, but, like, that's so true. And have you ever heard of, like, lymphatic massaging? Like, massaging your lymph nodes?
That sounds really painful.
It isn't. So, like, if you just get your fingers and you just massage the sides of your neck, you, like, are releasing fluid from your lymph nodes and just your face. And it will, like, actually help you feel like it's, like, stretching you / releasing, like, fluid in your face and stuff. So as if you just go up and down your neck on the sides, you know, it's kind of like massaging your back. It releases the tension in places where a lot of people miss. And supposedly your immune system improves, like your inflammation of your face improves, stuff like that. So I've been doing it, and honestly, like, my neck doesn't feel as tight, of course, but my face just feels more fluid, like it's getting more blood to it and stuff.
Okay.
So I think it's working okay.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say we'll have to see for the results, but you know, time doesn't work that way. So we've seen the results, and the results will exist.
They will arrive.
Yeah.
Whenever they're ready to.
And you might even know about the results, or you do know about the results hypothetically.
We've known about the results. It was in us all along.
Yeah. So what are the results?
Good. Yeah, those are good results, dude. Can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Dude, you know what? I voted today.
Really?
I did, yeah.
Who'd you vote for?
Voted for Trump, dude. Trump and just everything else that said Republican on it. I was just like, yeah, all right.
Holy.
Yeah,
okay.
That's right.
Well, what was the spiritual experience like?
Absolutely no spiritual experience, bro.
Was it negative or?
I waited in line for like 40 minutes.
What were the other people? Did they? What was their mood like?
They're old, just older, I guess.
Could you see like any sort of energy radiating from them? Because I know in 2016, you know, everyone was almost proud to like be antagonizing and to vote to like display their presence. 2020, people were almost the opposite. Like people just wanted to act like they weren't there, but you know, other things were going on at that time.
I think it was pretty normal. Like, definitely not hostile at all. People were chatting it up.
Okay.
For a second, I tried to see, like, okay, you're definitely voting for Trump. You're definitely Kamala, but, like, you can't really tell. You know, people just look normal. There was, like, really nothing going on.
That's good, I guess, but not really because of the situation, I guess. I don't know. I'd rather have
the situation.
Well, the political situation right now, we're still experiencing spiritual warfare, and you know, one side seems to be a lot more creative and free than the other. But to say that, I'm just saying, like, in general, it's still very chained to the system itself. So
Well, it is the system.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
that is the whole system is built around that.
Yeah, that's true. So that's why I'm saying, like, usually it's more of a negative experience than a positive one to go vote.
I don't know. For me, like, I woke up in the morning and I was like anxious. I was like, damn, dude, I need to go vote. I was like, what if Kamala wins? I'll feel like a slight bit of guilt. And I'd be like, fuck, dude. I was like, I have to get out there.
Dude, now when she wins, you can say you did everything you could.
Exactly. Now I'm guilt free about it.
Console yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like that relief, that burden off my chest.
I think no matter what, though, we're gonna be in a bit of a struggle for the next 4 to 8 years, probably. Because think about after this election, I can't imagine any good choices after
Nothing
this.
getting better after this.
Yeah.
Fuck. I would hope at least like the economy would,
For
do
these
something.
next 4 years, depending on who wins, things might get better or extremely worse. But after, it's still, I think that, we got to enjoy these next 4 while they last.
Before World War III, huh?
We'll have to enjoy whatever we can, though. That's the important part, no
That's
matter
all we
what.
can do.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like no matter who wins, like, politics will always be fun, and that's like the only thing that matters to me, honestly.
What
Having
makes
fun, dude. I love that.
Yeah, that is good. But what makes politics fun for you?
I don't know, just like there's a lot of change in politics these days. Like, honestly, if Kamala wins, I think that it will probably be impossible for another Republican like Trump to win, because there'll just be too much demographic change. Any Republican that comes after him will just be like a centrist type of guy who's like pro-immigration, and then there will be more demographic change that'll like drive it farther left. But it'll be fun to see, like, for example, what's happened with the youth, with like the Zoomers on TikTok and stuff. Like, there's been a lot of change with like how they view things, their political ideologies, and there's been a lot more extremism, which I think is interesting. Though I don't necessarily support it, I just think it's like pretty cool to like talk to, like, one of our friends, for example, is like a hardcore Russian nationalist, and I push back on it. Like, I don't even support Russia, but it's kind of funny to like talk to him about it. So, and that's what I mean by like, it's just fun to like, even if we're losing, it's still kind of fun.
Yeah.
Are we losing? What do y'all think?
Personally, I think that Trump is probably not going to win, but we'll have to see.
Dang. Unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think Trump's gonna win.
Yeesh, that's a
I
damn
hope he
shame.
does, though.
Yeah. We'll have to see. But even despite that fact, I mean, next year, what do you think next year is going to be like, just in terms of the general population? Or do you think it all depends on the election itself?
I think there's not really any major changes. It's very marginal, very small changes. They talk a lot. I really think the most important part, because really any of the policies are not run through the president, it's like departments and people under him. I think the president's main point is to be a figurehead. So he's the guy we send to other countries to talk with the other leaders. He's the guy who's going to talk to, or she is going to be the guy who's going to talk to Kim Jong-un and Putin and try to figure that shit out with them.
Wait, did you just say she is going to be the guy?
I did say that,
You
yeah.
sexist scum.
Sorry, they don't know who I am, dude. I'm just another anonymous fucker.
Not cool, bro.
Didn't you mean
Not
she
cool.
is going to be the woman?
Yeah,
To talk to
that just
other
doesn't sound right,
men
though.
and women.
Yeah, it does sound pretty.
Pretty
I don't know, something
cringe.
about that.
It
Yeah,
sounds
right.
pretty femme-empowerable.
She's
I
the
don't know
woman
the
who's
word.
going to be defending our country. Like, yeah, dude, that doesn't sit right in my soul.
Listen, it's not typical, I guess, but it's something.
Bro's not defending
Yeah.
this position.
I
right
can't
now.
defend it, man. It's just not
Why would
spiritually
you?
creative.
Just not right.
But it's okay. We'll see what happens, and we'll live, and we'll survive.
And
I hate
die
the term
in the Middle
surviving,
East.
though. I hate the term surviving. We shouldn't be surviving. We should be thriving.
Facts.
But yes, I guess when in the Kali Yuga we are in the
In the what?
in the Kali Yuga, you know, great times create weak men create bad times.
What is a Kali Yuga?
Kali Yuga's the circle in, I guess, what is it, like Hinduism or Buddhism or something, but it's the circle of like evolution.
Come back to the church, bro. What are you talking about?
It's just okay, but I'm using it in a sense of metaphor, not actual spiritual like guidance, right? But it is like true. Great times create weak men create bad times times create
the cyclical
strong
nature.
men. I know you hate when people say that, right?
Nah, it's kind of generic, but
it is generic.
I'm not tired of it. Yeah,
it's kind of all catchphrases though. Like
yeah,
they're famous, they're generic.
Yeah. So when we have to say that we have to survive over we get to thrive, then that's how you know we're in the weak times.
We are in the weak times. I mean, you didn't need to. You just look around, but yeah, these are pretty weak times.
But this is the thing. I don't think we're strong men either. I don't think we're the strong men being made.
Definitely not. But like, we have to strive to be.
Yeah, that's
true. You know
true.
What I'm saying? Like, they're never going to become strong men if men don't become strong.
I think our kids, if our kids are raised right, will be like the ultimate Chads.
I mean, the thing is, like, no one's born strong, you know? Like,
no, some people are born genetically superior.
Okay, maybe, and then maybe they squander that anyways. But
yeah, that's true.
Strength is built, you know?
Yeah, that's why they need our generation and our kids' generation to be built strong, right?
Yeah.
But that's going to suck for... Like, I just don't understand how I'm going to tell my kids, like, hey, I decided to bring you into this world at the moment. Really? I'm like, no, you need to be, like, it's a
like, you're going to be, like, apologizing to your kids? Like,
no, I'm not going to apologize, but I'm going to be like, listen...
That's kind of the mindset that you're...
No, I'm going to have to tell them, like, listen, you're going to have a hard life, but it's not for you, it's for the longer goal.
Yeah, it's kind of messed up.
No, because we need you, so you're important, but... It's not gonna be fun, but you're important, and that's what should make it worth it.
Just telling like your 6-year-old kid, you're like, listen, there's a war.
There's a war on your mind.
There's a war. Break out of the Matrix, Timmy. Like,
tell you don't understand. You're the most important key to this universe.
Yeah.
All of it relies on you.
That's some Terminator shit. Like, you're the chosen one.
Yeah. They're coming to kill you. Telling him every night before bed, shaking him. They're coming to kill you. They're coming to kill you.
Trust no one. Yeah.
Do you think that'd work as like a parenting strategy?
Dude, yes. That sounds great. Yeah, okay. Wake your kid up in the middle of the night every single day of his life, saying they're coming to kill you.
There was this thing I read, and this was like I've never seen this done before, but I kind of want to do it if I have a son. Like telling him that he is the most perfect being out of anyone else.
That's insane.
Even his mother and father are wrong about things if he feels otherwise. And like if he has any sort of tantrum, like just pleasing it right then and there. Because if he goes on and he's like, no, everyone's serving me. You know what? That is a powerful mindset. I would be scared of him as an adult.
Nah, because if he's just saying some bullshit, you're just like, who's this ignorant brat? You know, like, bro's not getting anywhere in life, like, just beat the shit out of him.
Okay, but do you know ignorant brats in adulthood?
I'm sure, yeah, I can think of a few.
Okay, never mind then.
Could you guess some?
Yeah, that's not one of my managers, dude. I was like, yeah.
What is the difference between an ignorant brat and like a man who doesn't falter on what he wants?
Well, the thing is, like, you cannot falter on what you want. Like, you can strive for that. But, like, there's a difference between, like, thinking you're right, thinking you're in the right, and then knowing you're in the right.
True.
Like, if you think you're in the right, like, you could be thinking anything, but there's no basis, there's no foundation of truth. But if you know, like, hey, this is right, that's built on experience, that's built on your life, that's built on what you've been through.
But what if your truth is God told me so? Just off feeling.
Then God will either prove you right or prove you wrong. It's through life.
That's true. So, because, like, I read something about, like, how Alexander the Great was raised like that. Like, he, like...
Yeah, his mom was like, you're half God. Like,
yeah.
Your father is Zeus, not your actual father.
So, would you raise your kid that way?
I mean,
nah.
I feel like it works for Alexander the Great because he already has like pretty good genetics and stuff.
Yeah.
But if your kid's like subpar in every way,
dude, if my son's working at Whataburger, I'm like, dude, you are the chosen one. Like, no, you're not, dude. Like, it's obvious you're not. But if you're already born like the son of a king and like a whole empire like rests on your shoulders, like, yeah, dude, like there's a reason you're at where you're at.
That's why I'm saying it can't be our kids. It has to be our grandkids and we have to like build up our kingdom.
Your genetics somehow.
We have to, well, you know, through usage, they come out more expressive. So you just have to be most efficient at your life and then make sure your kid is most efficient. And I think by that third generation, the Chad genes will like be fully out. Yeah, they'll be out.
I remember seeing like, there's no basis for this, but seeing like a 5-second video of how like working out hard changes your DNA, so then your kid is stronger.
Of course it does. And anyone who says otherwise, they're just, you already know that they're like fat or something probably. Because I've heard that too. And it makes logical sense. Like there's no way that like, I hate when people say, just because you work out doesn't mean your kid's going to be buff too. It's like, bro, if I maintain this, there's a 90% chance that my kid is not only going to be buff at birth, but like he's going to maintain it the whole time.
You think your kid's going to be buff at birth?
Okay, not like buff.
Like he's going to come out with like a
he just instantly logs me. He's like, what's up, pops?
Yeah.
No, but like it will be so much easier for him to gain muscle.
And the thing is, like, it's so much more than just that. Like, if I worked out my entire life, you think I'm going to let my kid be a fat piece of shit?
Fuck no.
Like, no, dude, like, buddy, we got work to do.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly. Dude, I had this friend, like, my freshman year of college, and his dad was a bodybuilder, and he, like, would work out, and I was like, bro, how do you get abs? He's like, oh, I work out once a week. I was like, what the fuck? And then I learned his dad was a bodybuilder, and it wasn't that, like, it was 100% genetic for him or anything, but he was just so, like, he had been training since, like, 12. And he barely needs to work out because he maintained it so well, so efficiently that he didn't need it.
He got the hard part out of the way already.
Exactly.
You know, it's just routine for him.
And that's interesting you say that. I feel like most people stay stuck on the hard part because they're not willing to put in the obedience into their goal to move past that. Because it's a lot more of a hard part than people actually think.
Dude, it's like hours, years.
Yeah, of
years
consistency.
of doing the same shit over and over.
And you can't take month breaks, 2-month breaks.
Nah, dude, you gotta be consistent with your goals. That's where the growth is, dude. Doesn't matter how hard you work one day, but it's how many days are you working.
But we're all going to make it, and it's not going to be work. It is growth. It's growth. Because it isn't work for the tree to grow, bro. It's just growing. But it's dedicated to growing.
Okay.
All right,
you're just trying to like...
I'm like, what are you saying right now?
It's positive.
Bro's just avoiding work. Like, come on.
Just like trying to be positive by just like not saying the word work.
It's true though. I feel like work is a negative word.
Maybe for you, man.
You know what? I am thinking of work in society's definition.
Just like minimum wage job, service job.
Yeah.
Hey, even that, man. Hey, it pays the bills, all right?
For our audience, I want them to think of work as non-societal in definition. That's why I say.
So, what is your definition of work?
Well, honestly, I'm stuck on society's definition. So
I think work is just doing anything that isn't going to result in immediate gratification, immediate pleasure.
I can agree with that.
You're doing something for a goal that's not immediately fun in the present. I
can agree with that.
You know
I think that's a good definition.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you have a different one or no?
I don't know. I think of work as just like building stuff or like sharpening your skills. So it can still be like play kind of. Like earlier today I was messing around with like this program that I wrote like a year ago, and I was having a lot of fun, but it was still kind of work. Like I was still like putting a lot of effort into it.
Yeah, that's true. I guess it's anything towards a goal, anything that furthers improvement in any sort of endeavor.
Yeah, and I like that you said that, because work doesn't have to suck.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
And man, we are such slaves right now that everyone feels like work has to suck. Work has to suck, but it doesn't.
It doesn't have to suck, dude. It's all in your mind.
I mean, for some people, work just genuinely sucks.
You can
But
find a way to
it's not real work. You're slaving. That's what it really is. It isn't work. Like working a low wage job where you hate every day of it. Yeah, you're not actually working because you're not getting anything from it. You're literally just getting like
a paycheck.
Yeah, you're getting enough to eat for the day and maybe go visit your family with the gas money once a year, and then you're like, I worked so hard today. No, bro, you slaved so hard today.
You slaved hard today.
All right.
Facts.
I think that's a good way to end it, right?
No, that's a horrible way to end it, bro.
Okay.
Absolutely, like, on a super negative note. Dude, the point is, you gotta work hard on something. You can't just be stuck in the slave mindset.
Yeah.
You gotta work for you, not for your boss.
You gotta grow. You can't. What is something that rhymes with grow that's like opposite of it?
Slow.
You gotta
grow.
You can't grow. You can't slow.
I get it. Nah, that's ass.
But what is it, like Bo, maybe? Joe?
It doesn't have to rhyme.
Joe. Don't be a Joe, grow.
I think you work so hard for your boss, you should have the self-respect to work hard for yourself, too.
Yeah.
As the only one here who maybe works for, like, a boss that I see every fucking day, and I'm fucking like, fuck that guy. But, yeah, man, you know. This goes out to all my fucking wagey workers out there.
Yeah,
we're
with you.
Working to some... Sorry.
Okay.
Working for
now
some
we're ending the
douchebag.
podcast after
You just believe that. You just working for some douchebag who's, like, old as hell, still working a bummy-ass job, getting nowhere in life. You have to do what he says. Dude, work for yourself, too. Don't just slave away. You know, that was tough, but... Yeah, you know, that's what I feel like.
I don't know, dude. One of the problems I have with, like, some of these, like, Andrew Tate guys is, like, I feel like they glorify, like, their, like, suffering too much. And it's like, dude, if you're working 60-hour weeks and you're, like, a fucking lawyer making a shit ton of money, then I think that's okay. But if you're glorifying, like, working, like, 3 jobs and you, like, make minimum wage, I don't think you should, like, take any pride in it. You should, like, try and, like, you shouldn't try to justify it through pride.
Yeah, if you're listening to this podcast, you're too high IQ to be working 3 jobs minimum wage and thinking that you're growing efficiently. No, you're like a piece of grass that's growing under a car tire right now. Like, this isn't meant for you. You need to change the complete environment that you're in and do better. 3 jobs. If you're working 1, bro, you got it, but...
Dude, like, I just don't think you can justify... Like, you can't, like, take pride in hard work, even if it's, like... Because it's, like, mediocre. Like, if you're gonna work hard, you have to be doing something, like, productive. Like, you can't just be in, like, some shitty service job or whatever.
Yeah, like what I was saying about AI before the podcast. If you think and you sit down and you say, what is my purpose in life, right? And you say, well, work is my purpose. But your work can be immediately taken over by ChatGPT right now, okay? Let's just do a role play. If you're 80 years old, you're about to die, and you go, at least I worked, and that was my purpose in life, and I gave something to society, and you immediately die, and the next day they have ChatGPT do everything that you did for 80 years in 1 millisecond. Like, literally all the work you did within, like, 10 seconds because the computational power.
That's what keeps funny.
Your life was worthless. You had no meaning to it, buddy. Like, okay, you had meaning to your life. Everyone does a little bit. Like, sure, you probably did something else. But, like, the work and your main purpose of what you believed, completely nothing.
I disagree completely.
Okay,
I think
really?
If you're working, like, 3 jobs, you're obviously putting yourself out there for a reason. And it's not just to wear a badge that says, I've worked 3 jobs. It's because you're obviously sacrificing your now to getting improvement in your future and setting yourself up for success, honestly. Because it's either, like, live mediocrely.
Okay.
Live in mediocrity.
Okay, yeah.
You know, go home after your job and just bust a nut, you know, watch Netflix till you go to sleep. Or it's like, all right, I'm going to struggle now, you know, I don't know, it's crazy. I don't think 3 jobs is even possible, but, like, along that same sense of just working really hard, saving your money up, because, you know, you got plans in the future for something bigger.
Okay, see, like, I like that way of thinking because you're seeing a goal where eventually the 3 jobs will end.
Yeah, you're not just working 3 jobs just to work 3 jobs.
But some people, you know, like, especially in the movies, they say, like, oh, I'm 45 years old, I work 3 jobs to support my family, and this is what my life is like, and always has been. And always will be. Like, there's no other goal besides just working 3 jobs.
Well, the goal is he has to work 3 jobs because he's supporting his family to give his family a better life.
But he has no goal to, like, improve the efficiency of this
Well, he's
situation.
trapped, dude. He
Yeah,
has
he's
to pay
trapped.
for his kids, man. He's got to do something.
But sometimes being trapped like that is completely mental. Like, I feel like some people genuinely think, like, I'm proud to just have 3 jobs and that's it. Right? Do you agree or no?
I would say.
I feel like it's more like you're just celebrating mediocrity. It's like, I don't know. It's kind of true that like most people who are in that situation are probably trying to improve themselves, but I feel like a lot of people are like just kind of justifying like their shitty situation, and they should be trying their hardest to like get away from it.
Well, how would they? Okay, then what would trying their hardest be if it's not trying to get more money, trying to work more to get out of that situation?
I don't know. I mean, when I graduated college would be an example. Like, I was spending a lot of time on my resume and I was like considering like just trying to get like whatever fucking shitty job. But I wanted to like first off, I wanted to have fun on my summer break, but I also wanted to like spend some time like improving my resume and like trying to apply to jobs. And I don't know, I mean, it paid off. Like, I had a good summer break. And I also got a good job. If I were just like slaving away for 40 hours a week, I probably wouldn't have time to like do anything. I wouldn't have time for fun, and I wouldn't have time to like improve my job portfolio.
Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, if that's how you want to live.
That is true, but that's why like what I said, to bring it back to what I was like kind of saying at the beginning. It's like, if you're going to work for money, like, you need to realize that time that you're putting into it is completely for working for money. And yeah, it would feel like wasting it because you're thinking you want to do something else while doing it, so it wasn't right for you. But like, in a situation where you're like, you know what, I do feel like I'm wasting time, like, just don't do it at all, don't work at all, and just spend your time trying to get that other opportunity. Because yeah, if you're conflicted about it, it's double as bad as just picking whether to spend that time working the 40 hours working or picking to be completely unemployed, you know?
Yeah, so you could really do both. If it all just depends on how you want to spend your time.
Yeah, like what's right for you.
If you prioritize like, I guess enjoying your summer break, then like, yeah, you can still work on your resume and still know that in the future you're gonna get that good job. And just, you know, work on that and then kind of enjoy your time.
But if you're in this situation and you're listening, pick now and then don't look back. Move forward as soon as you pick that. Because the longer you wait, the more mental energy you're constrained on the problem itself, the more time and energy and spiritual power you're wasting on it.
Yeah.
Just pick and say, this is my life now, move forward, and then set a date and say, this is when I'll reevaluate for the day, and then move forward and grow from that and continue to grow. Don't waste time watering the problem.
Yeah, I think action is the key. Like, do whatever feels right and then just hit the ground running. You know, it's like don't have a perfect plan tomorrow, have a good plan today.
Yes.
If you spend all your time like thinking about your future and mapping it out, you're gonna be like, oh dude, okay, a week has gone by, I still haven't done anything. But if you're just like, okay, I know what I want to do, just start doing it. Mm-hmm. And everyone has a different idea of what they need to do. Everyone has different positions that they are in life, and they know what's best for them.
And like we're saying, sometimes you do nothing, and that's what you have to be set on doing. Sometimes your most creative self is when you're literally staring at the wall thinking of nothing. Sometimes you have to do that if you don't know what to do. Don't be wasting energy on not knowing what to do. Just don't know and be content with that, and then it will come to you. If that's what it takes for you.
Yeah, like you have to create the space for the idea to come to you.
Yeah, like you guys wouldn't know, but there's this one Asking Alexandria song called "Alone in a Room," right?
Yeah, I would not know.
He's
yeah,
like,
you're right about that one.
Okay, it's an emo song, right? But there's
What'd
an
you
acoustic
ask him?
version. What?
What'd you ask Alexandria?
You know what? That's a good point. What did they ask Alexandria?
You gotta find that out.
Okay, so he's in a room and he's talking about how he had all these problems, all these mental struggles, but all he really needed to do was sit alone in a room with no windows, just walls, and he just needed to write all of his problems out. Mm-hmm. He was so focused on the fact that he had problems that as soon as he just wrote them out and he just said like, okay, there are problems, now what?
Yeah.
That's only when he was able to overcome the problems.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people are trapped on the fact that they have problems or they're in a situation that needs to change, that they're not able to mentally put that down.
Yeah, so like it gets stuck in their head. They never get past that first step.
Exactly.
Writing it down is a really good one. I journaled today. I did like a page and a half of like, dang, I need to like work harder. Like I need to train harder for this.
That's good though.
Yeah.
Do you ever like journal like anything positive? Like you document like your accomplishments or anything?
You should.
Not really. I don't feel like I have any good accomplishments.
But tomorrow you should talk about how you accomplished today.
Yeah.
Because if you don't, then your mind's gonna be constantly like, I need to do this, and it's not happening because it's always tomorrow's goal that's in mind.
Yeah, I mean that's true. I'm like, what's a problem I can solve?
Yeah,
you
but you need to celebrate your wins.
That's true, but I don't feel like I have wins right now.
Well,
I need to
started
work towards those goals.
You started your goals though,
Dude,
which is
that's a win in itself. Yeah.
Yeah, and because you're celebrating this win, you're committed to finishing.
Well, the thing is, like, I feel like I don't need to write down my wins because the wins already feel good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ran 5 miles. I was like, I felt good as shit afterwards, dude. I was like, damn, I really did that. Like, I got out there today.
But are you going to remember the wins when you need it the most?
Yeah, I feel like it's like a gratitude thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's facts, but then, like, how much can I pat myself on the back before I end up just falling behind?
You don't, but since you write down your wins, you can always go back when you need the pat on the back.
Nah, I don't really operate that way, dude.
Listen, man, I operate that way. Sometimes I have to sit there and I have to say, you know what, you did a good job
Like, look
today.
how far you came.
I have to physically hug myself. I'm serious.
Okay, yeah, no.
Because if you physically hug yourself, you know you did a good job. Everyone listening right now, physically hug yourself. Go ahead, guys. You can physically hug yourself.
Okay, let me tell myself, I did a good job today.
Give yourself a little pat on the back, too.
Literally patting myself on the back is crazy.
I was always told to do this in school, like pat yourself on the back, and it's like I felt like it was like the stupidest thing ever.
Yeah, y'all make me feel like a Republican boomer. Like, I don't need that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Because, dude, they trained you to do that because it's literally factory worker mindset. Give yourself a pat on the back now. It's time for your 5-minute break. Like,
perfect slave mindset.
Yeah, you generated $100K for us today. Here's your $15. Pat yourself on the back.
and that's how they traumatize you into not loving yourself properly. Because they said, oh, give yourself a pat on the back. You did something retarded today. Now, and your body goes, what? This feels so stupid. This isn't right. I shouldn't love myself. That's how it trained. It's like
deep down, you know, like you didn't do enough.
Exactly. You know, you didn't do something that you love and you don't do to please God. You did something to please the money man.
Shit. Yeah.
So you need to relearn. You know what? It is okay to hug yourself. It is okay to love yourself compassionately in a healthy way.
Yeah.
Because you lost that as a kid.
Okay.
And now we just gave it back to you.
Dude,
thank you for tuning in.
Dude, thank you.
All right. I
thought you were talking to me. I was like, thanks for giving me my self-love back.
You're welcome as well. But thank you to the audience for, doing that with us. And if you didn't, I recommend you go back 40 seconds and do it because...
Yeah, rewind that shit.
Time isn't linear though, so...
They're doing it right now.
Yeah, they're doing it right now.
Yeah, you could even go 40 seconds into the future after this video. Like, you could go out after the video even exists, since time isn't linear.
Yeah, and do it. Yeah, just do it.
Maybe you learned this before you even listened to the video because the knowledge was transputed.
Maybe you're just remembering what you knew all along.
Dude, maybe there isn't a video. Have you ever considered that?
I mean, there was a video. He's recording it.
And
Yeah,
that's
but
it.